She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, the Answer Man. Jay-Z's Accuser goes to NBC. It's supposed to be an expose, turns into an expose her. Let's get to the content, find out what's going on. A lot of inconsistencies, looking crazy out here, man. Let's get it.
What they doing is they trying to press him and say, if this come out, it's going to embarrass you. It's going to fuck up your business. Just give us $1 million and it won't come out. That's what they doing.
Jay-Z called his bluff, put it out there. Matter of fact, call the cops. I'll meet you
And
there.
see, with Jay-Z ain't over with. He finna go at that license. He gonna be like, nah, you an attorney. You got private detectives and all that. You know what you tried to do. And you didn't do, you're supposed to look into all this before you do all this. I really think these have to take a lie detector test before they come with it.
That part, Wack. That part.
Jay-Z also was mentioning that they have somebody that he tried to make this person tell lies, and the person refused to. Not about him, but about another case that he was trying to pressure this lady to lie. And they have her saying that she agrees that this attorney go all out to make something happen. So he might have messed with the wrong person this time.
Yeah, he thought Jay-Z being part of the NFL and all this other, he thought that was gonna pay just for it to go away and not be mentioned. Jay-Z rolled the dice on him, mentioned it. Let's play ball. Now, dude still hasn't withdrawn the case?
No.
And this works against y'all. Cause this is why when you say it, we be like, man, listen, man. This is why. Right here, y'all seeing why.
That kind of reminds
nothing
me.
In place. There's nothing, I hate to say it, there's nothing in place that holds them accountable and makes them responsible. So they could just say what they want to say and here it comes. Well, what about the damage it does in the meantime? I said it, dog. I said, look, we gonna see based upon what the NFL do, it's gonna let us know how strong this nigga is. And a day or two later, they said, nah, we stand with him.
Hold up, y'all. Groupie girl, stop false accusing it. Did y'all see that interview with the accuser? Now, you remember in the prior videos, we were pointing out some of the discrepancies in the story. I had a couple questions. Who dropped you off? Who picked you up? Allegedly your dad. The time between you not being able to get in the VMAs and the time that you went to the party, that's 3 or 4 hours from the start of the VMAs to the after party. That time's unaccounted for. And now during your interview, you naming people who wasn't even there.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo.
Jay-Z was in a whole nother location. These Madden brothers, they weren't even there. They were on tour. And your dad says he doesn't remember. How would he not remember picking up his 13-year-old daughter in the middle of the night and she's disheveled, panicked? Even if she don't give up what happened that night, she don't tell, you know your child. And you know when somebody's frantic, you know when somebody has been through some trauma. You can't hide it. And it's the middle of the night and you 13 in New York. So now you had Ack do a video last night. I know he went into strict detail. I didn't get to see all of it. But the title of it is A Win for Jay. And now you wonder why everybody like Charlemagne and why public sentiment wasn't really buying the story. Now, when it came to Diddy, that's a whole different thing, right? And I don't even know if Diddy's involved in this because it sounds like Cap now. But with Hove, there was nothing to indicate. they trying to point out old things with Aaliyah or Foxy Brown, or you understand what I'm saying? And those situations are what they are if they did happen. But then you have consent and non-consensual, and we talking about the non-consensual, which is a whole different ball game. So there needs to be some apologies made. When that lawsuit gets dropped, I heard Charlamagne say that too. You hear all about the lawsuit, but you never hear about when it's dropped. They don't yell that from the mountaintops. It just quietly goes away. And where are all these other names? You better have your facts straight. So for Jay to take the stance he took, pen that long letter, long, eloquent, defiant, stand on your square letter, I guess this person felt compelled. And did you notice the hands? Something look a little off. Y'all notice the hands? The hands didn't look right. Like, we didn't know the identity, nationality, etc. of this person. When I saw the hands, it definitely had a European vibe to it. That adds a whole element. So I'm really, really confused. If I'm the only one who thought it was one of us versus one of them, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that threw me off too. That threw me off. Why are you coming out speaking now? Just let the lawsuit do the talking. I've been quiet long enough. So these are the type of things that inhibit real victims from getting real justice. Because now the next person, if and when they come out, they get in the side eye and they could be totally credible. So we'll see if the lawsuit gets dropped. We know Jay-Z ain't moving from his stance. Public sentiment was already leaning his way. And now, since it is a civil and not criminal, you'll never know the truth. It'll never be proven one way or the other. Civil ain't about that. Burden of proof is lower. And a lot of times when those deals are signed and the check is cut, there is a line in there that indicates there is no admission of guilt by the party that's paying the money. It's just really to make it go away. So we're never going to know. Never going to know. Unless she has some evidence. What kind of evidence you going to have? What you got, Lewinsky evidence? I mean, I don't know, man. So anyway, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, The Answer. Till next time, we out.